Welcome to this YouTube channel, Chandler Antonio Carroll. I was born and raised in Flint, Michigan, on the north side, in the middle of the hood. I grew up around gang violence, homicides, drug dealing, prostitution. Okay, my house been broken into so many times I can't even fucking remember. Okay, I got so many homies that was murdered, shot, dead in the streets. I got so many friends who have been incarcerated for the rest of their lives. I have so many friends who died of drug overdoses. I have so many friends who lost their life over the BS, the bullshit that they have believed as of what society told them that life should be. Many people that I knew, they grew up and became a product of their environment. Okay? And so I'm making this channel to say that there is an alternative. There are always alternatives. And you do not have to grow up and internalize that dysfunctional, toxic behaviors that have been demonstrated to you through popular media, especially hip hop music, movies, whatnot. Listen, I'm a black man from the USA. I come from the black community. And I'm going to share a little bit about my story again. And this might resonate with you. In the black community, we have this problem of the absent father. Okay, and I'm a man. I didn't have a father growing up, and there are so many other black boys in the hood in similar situations. They're growing up in homes without fathers, and in a home where a young boy does not have a father, this young boy is not taught how to grow into a responsible masculine man. This is a huge problem in our community. And instead of having a physical father in the family or in his household, in the family, if you want to call it that, and this father teaching him how to be responsible and do something productive with his life, okay, a lot of boys, instead, they learn from the men that are in popular media, popular music, popular videos, whatever, in pop culture. In a fatherless home, when there is not a father present to teach a young boy how to grow into a responsible man and how to use his mind to think and make something of his life that he can be proud of, okay, these young boys will find their masculine male role model in the men that are displayed in rap music, movies, pop culture, right? And if you just take a step back and you look at the way men are portrayed in pop culture, rap, hip hop, movies, men are not responsible. Men are thugs, criminals. Criminality is highly glorified in our community. And it is presented to young black boys as being the only path that they have to make something out of themselves in life. Just look at the new generation coming up now. Look at their music, okay? I'm 38. Just to put it in perspective, give you some understanding here. I'm 38. But if you look at the new music coming up now, and you look at any rapper, I guarantee it, a black rapper, popular music, I guarantee it, that if the rapper's age was in between 18 and 29, I guarantee it they're going to what's the word? They're going to talk about criminal behavior in their lyrics as a way to kind of I don't want to say glorifying it, but that they are just acting out what they have been taught to believe. A lot of these boys are growing up without fathers. So instead, they're turning to popular media to find that father figure, and usually that father figure is, a thug, a criminal, somebody who is not productive and not making a positive contribution to the world. Instead, they're out doing criminal behaviors, delinquent activities. They're down a path that will lead them to the grave or the penitentiary. That is where many of our young black boys are headed. Women too. Let's not play now. Look at the lyrics that are put out by some of these women rappers. Okay, although women rappers their lyrics may be more sexual in content nature. However, just listen long enough, and you see that a lot of these women are also, I don't want to say they're condoning it, but their lyrics are glorifying this criminal behavior, right? So, anyways, so this really just strikes a nerve with me, because, like I said, I grew up in the hood. I grew up around gang violence. I grew up around drug dealing. I grew up around homicides and drive-bys. I've seen it all. I've seen it all. I mean, there were so many times where I went to bed at night and I can hear guns was busting like right outside my window. Like, you can't even make this shit up. Man, my house has been shot at so many times, it's crazy. Not because I was a criminal, just because in the hood, stray bullets ain't got no name on them. You know what I'm saying? So, I say all that to say, listen, I know what the hood is, and I know what it's all about. And that's why I'm making this channel, really, to say that there is an alternative. And also, in this channel, this is my goddamn indictment on all this bullshit that is being fed to our young black boys and our young black girls, to make them, or to brainwash them into believing that is normal, that society should function like that. No, I'm here to say that that is dysfunctional. That is not how society is supposed to be. That is not how society is supposed to operate. It's dysfunctional. It's toxic, and this is a one-way ticket for you to the penitentiary, you know, or the coffin, or the grave, or whatever you're gonna go. It's death. In the end, it is death. You will not have success going down that path. But I am, like I said, there are alternatives. As a young black man who grew up in that environment, I escaped. I'm lucky. I am lucky. I made it out. I made it out. So I owe it to my community to tell y'all, listen, there's alternatives. You gotta just take a step back and you gotta look at it and see the game for what it is. Let me tell you something. When you are doing anything in this life that is breaking the rules that govern society, you're in error. Those rules are there to help society function harmoniously. Okay? If you're breaking the rules, if you're, I don't know, selling drugs. I'm not talking about marijuana. I'm talking about crack cocaine, crack cocaine, heroin. If you're breaking the rules, if you're selling illegal drugs, you are on a path to destruction. You are ruining your life and your career. Now, some people, you know, they went down that path and they got caught up and they did their bid in the penitentiary and they got out and now they're on the right path. I am not discrediting those people, but I am trying to say this. You don't even have to go down that path. You don't have to risk all that and then get incarcerated, right? And then you get a second chance at life when you come out after you do your bid and get on the right path. You ain't even got to go down that path. I'm trying to tell you that there are better alternatives in this life. And I got to keep it real with you. Me, I know firsthand. I'm college educated, right? If it was not for me keeping my head straight and in the books and in the college, okay, perhaps I would have been caught up in the street somewhere, okay? But I had a son. So my son was my inspiration, and my son is the one who kind of gave me that motivation to do the right thing, because I want to do something right for my son. I didn't have a father growing up. Okay, I gotta share that with you too. I did not have a father growing up, so I know what it's like, young black man out there, young black boy. I know what it's like to grow up without a father. I know what it's like. I never had a, well, I can't say never, but I did not have a positive black male role model showing me the right way to live my life when I was a child at all. So I made a lot of mistakes in my past as well. Ain't no saints out here. Ain't nobody perfect, okay, at all. But what I'm saying is that if it was not for my son coming into my life when I was 20 years old, I would not have buckled down and got my head straight and started studying and getting my shit together, right? Yeah, but I made that conscious decision when I was 20 years old that I was going to do right by my son and I would never leave him. And so far I made good on that promise, right? And so in my heart, I feel the same way about the other young black boys out here in the world who need somebody to give them some guidance, okay? So that's that really. So that is the purpose of this channel, you know. I want you to know that there are alternatives. There are, or there is, a better path for you to travel. Okay, you ain't gotta go run the streets. Hell, walk on the sidewalk. What? You hear me? Walk on the sidewalk. You do not gotta go run the streets. You ain't gotta be out here being a goddamn criminal. You ain't gotta go out here and waste your life. You ain't do not gotta go out here and get incarcerated. You ain't gotta do it. It's another path that you can take, right? And I want you to know that. And so I have to say this before ending this video. One of the major inspirations for this channel is seeing other successful YouTubers such as Joe Guerrero and the After Prison Show, and I forget my man's name, but 2301 Lockdown, even Mac Mean. They inspired me. They inspired me. They all did their prison sentences, right? They did their bids, and now they out here and they're doing what they got to do to keep going forward. But they inspired me to tell y'all this. You ain't even got to go down the path that Mac Mean, Joe Guerrero, and my man at 2301 went down. You ain't even got to go that way. They was all incarcerated. Ain't no shade on them. I respect them because they did their bid, they cut out, and now they on the right path. I respect that. Mad salute to my brothers. Mad salute to them, right? But like I said, if this message can reach another young black boy out here in the world somewhere, let it find them. Because I want you to know, you do not got to do all that. You do not got to waste your time in the penitentiary system. You ain't got to waste your money. You ain't got to break nobody's hearts. You ain't got to kill nobody. You ain't got to risk losing your life. Nothing. There are alternatives, okay? So in this YouTube channel, I hope that I can be a positive influence to anybody who's trying to make it out the hood. Because you can. There are alternatives, okay? Stay on the up and up. And that's it. So listen, y'all stick around, y'all stick tuned. If you like my message so far, you already know what to do. Hit the like, subscribe, share my content, right? And help me get this message out there, because I want to reach as many down and out, poor people as I can, especially those in the hood, right? And really, I'm talking about to the black community, because I think we need it the most. We are the ones who are so psychologically damaged from our enslavement, right? So, yeah, that's enough right now, okay? But listen, y'all take care of yourselves. I'm out. Ashe.